Dog, in the last couple of weeks, yo, I remember every time we sat down together, I'm like, yo, there's been 3,000 things he could ask me about, and there's not that much that I could be like, well, this is salacious with what's going on with you. First and foremost, I want to give you the flowers first. As you know, as people keep wanting or hoping that I'm just gonna like fucking declare war and go crazy on you, there is admiration and also a lot of respect for what you are trying to build, because I do believe what the format that you're trying to build as independent media, you're kind of doing that first in a sense where it's like you're just hiring a bunch of people, even though people care about you, right? And you're trying to make a platform of it, kind of like how Complex did it, but you're trying to keep it more authentic than Complex, right? So you're doing kind of like what Complex did, but you're not trying to have the corniness of Complex. You want it to be kind of real. But that comes with a lot of fucking problems that we have seen.
True.
Are you stressed, my guy? Keep it 100.
I mean, I guess yeah. It's been a rough like month or so, just especially the house phone thing in particular, just because. I mean, I think anybody who's like really paid attention to the way it all went down is like, I didn't intend to expose him or anything, and it was just like a mistake by one of the editors. But for sure, just like knowing that that's had like a real negative effect on him, and that he's been super upset about it, even so going so far as to like not be on the channel anymore. I mean, that's definitely been the worst part for sure. I mean,
Wait,
people can say whatever they want, but just because that's like my real friend from back in the day before the podcast and shit. So that's definitely just been the tough part for me, and just super upsetting because I never wanted to have like a negative impact on his life, especially given that he lost his mother a few months ago.
Wait, so well, first of all, if I'm gonna say something behind your back on my stream, I'll definitely say it to your face. I watched the whole thing. I felt, and we texted, right? And I believe you. I definitely believe that this was a mistake, right? In terms of editing. I'm going to give you the blame, though, because I think in these situations, you shouldn't have either put out the episode to even get there. But I understand, not understand, but okay, I get putting out the episode, but then you got to do the due diligence to make sure those edits are fine. Yeah, you can fire an editor or blame it on the editor.
In retrospect, I should have either just canceled it or just fucking watched the whole thing and actually like made sure that everything was cut out, which... it's like that's pretty much how I've handled every controversial thing that's been said on the podcast that needed to be cut out. I always just told the editors to cut it out, and they did it. This is the first time. Well, I mean, there's probably been other times, but this is definitely the most significant time that it happened.
Okay, so number one, that drink throwing thing with house phone. I texted you and I said, yo, Adam, you've got the content right now, my brother. And I can't tell if, like, after y'all cut the cameras, y'all all dap it up and say, yo, we're making 100 bands today. Or it's real life situations. Regardless, the best reality shows, you never know if it's real or fake. And I've said...
doing some fake shit for views or whatever sounds like a great idea, given that all of this shit has been like 100% real, 100% like actual people's feelings getting hurt and, actual friendships being seriously affected. I mean, I even had like a person who works in the office ask me if house phone throwing the drink was fake. It's like,
really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess a lot of people are paranoid, but I don't know. It's all been real for sure.
Do you enjoy it though?
Yeah.
Hold on. Before I get into that, I had a long conversation with, I don't know how close you are with Van Lathan, and I'm gonna be honest.
With who?
Van Lathan.
Oh yeah.
And I think his opinion was a little bit more extreme because he's definitely pro-black and all this other stuff. He's really woke, and that's my guy, but he's really woke. And I said, well, I can't excuse Adam on certain shit, but I do believe his sensibilities towards certain things might be different. Like, for example, when I was watching you in House Phone, and I remember pausing the videos. I was watching it live, literally, or not live, but maybe it'd been live. I don't know. I remember saying, I said, all he wants you to do is say, yeah, the editor might have fucked up, but I'm your friend and I love you and I'm sorry. It's my fault. I'm taking the blame. And there was a lot of deflection. And I'm like, I think Adam, who's a very logical guy, which I've always known you to be, sometimes don't know when to inject the human emotion of just, yeah, I could rationalize or try to give all these things to make it look like I'm not a piece of shit. But really, this person who loves me and looks up to me just wants me to say, I'm sorry. I take responsibility and I'm sorry. And I think that's why that kind of happened.
I felt like I was saying I'm sorry and just apologizing, but it would appear from some of the feedback I got that my apologies could use a little bit of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the current status? So after the drink throwing incident, y'all got back on camera. What's the current status of y'all relationship? He did come on here. He was really upset. He got into it with one of so people in my chat. Like, you know, he's very sensitive about that subject being brought up. What's you guys' current relationship?
I haven't seen him or really talked to him since being on camera after the drink throwing incident, which, you know, we like patched it up on there, but it felt like maybe it wasn't really fully patched up. So I haven't really got a chance to talk to him too much since then. So, I mean, he just hasn't really been talking to us. I've seen like a couple of things that he's posted online, so I know he's like around doing shit, but I haven't really. I mean, I would appreciate having a conversation with him at this point, but I'm not really sure where his head's at.
What's his current job status with the company?
I mean, that's kind of it's up in the air. I mean, it would appear that he's kind of over it, but I don't really know because we haven't had a full-on conversation about it, you know?
Okay, if he comes back and he says, you know what, I was really upset. I had to get a couple things, you know, I got to get my anger out, throw in the drink. I kind of got it out of my system. I still want to work for No Jumper. Does he have a job?
Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, we've definitely had our issues over the years, but I mean, I got nothing but love for him, so for sure I would be open-minded about that. But yo, this is the reason why I wanted to call in. It's because I'm sick of people using this fucking random ass shit from back in the day that is genuinely not something that I've ever felt awkward about against us, as if it's like this super big deal. So I'm going to give you the timeline from back in the day. All right. So I meet Lena. We go on, or we hang out like 2 times. And then after that, we didn't see each other for like a couple months. And then
hold on. You can't skip past it. Did you have sex when y'all met those 2 times?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So we hang out a couple times. And this is like way back in the day, dude. This is like 2016 when we were still downtown.
Okay.
And then but she met housephone like through me because like even like the first time we hung out, housephone just happened to be there, right? And so me and her are like having nothing to do with each other after that. Like, and then he hangs out with her like a couple months later and they end up sleeping together. And then maybe even like a couple weeks or like a month after that, me and her hang out again. And then from there, we start hanging out more and more. And that kind of like eventually turns us into us dating. So, I mean, I just wanted to put that out there because to be honest, it was never even like an awkward thing with me and housephone. Like, I mean, to be fair, like this was way before I ever even like had him working for No Jumper. Like he had been on a few podcasts and shit, but like this was way before, like I put him on the No Jumper show and like, you know, took him on tour a bunch of times. All that shit was after this. And obviously I knew about it and I started dating Lena and like, you know, fell in love with her and proposed to her and everything. So, I mean, it's just kind of like, I just wanted to air it out and just throw it out there because I'm sick of seeing people like.
I ain't gonna lie, they were starting to hold it over your head a little bit. I'm gonna be honest.
What you say?
They were trying to hold it over your head because the amount of people who sent it to me and the way everybody's like, it's kind of feel like it's a thing where like everybody's giggling about it and maybe you're not in on the joke, which, you know, right. I told people, I'm like, at the end of the day,
what's giving it power is just the fact that people are acting like it's this thing that I'm like fucking horrified by, when in reality, I mean, anybody who fucking pays attention to my content knows that I'm a pretty open-minded person sexually. And I mean, me and my girl sleep with different fucking girls every day. And it's just not like like, to be honest, it was never even like this awkward thing between me and housephone. It was just kind of whatever. Cause like, I mean, I could probably honestly think of like 10 girls that me and housephone both slept with around that time. The Lena thing is just kind of awkward because, you know, obviously I ended up getting married to her.
Okay. All right. Did he tell you? So obviously, well, clearly, and this, you know, I was having a conversation, another separated story that you don't got to do it, but like I was having a conversation with like Freddie Gibbs' ex, right? And I literally was talking to her on the phone twice. Once before I said something online, and the second time after. And I literally told her, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was like, yo, Freddie Gibbs dated a girl that was a adult entertainer. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's like, oh yeah, I got a story to tell. I got like some big important stuff. And I wasn't trying to like diminish anything she was trying to say. I'm just like, what the fuck could you tell us about a guy who dated an adult entertainer? Like, tell us. Like, what the fuck could actually be like, oh my God, I needed to hear that. You know what I mean? Obviously, I believe when it comes to like even you, right? Like, you know, people know that just sexually and just like how you've moved, it's just not how definitely not how I've moved, but you've never been shy about it. It's not some shit where, you know what I mean? I think the whole house phone thing is happening because he never revealed that. I think you're pretty straightforward with all the shit you do. I don't think you're kind of like hiding shit.
Yeah, I mean, and the weird thing about it is like I started seeing Lena before she was a porn star and before I was a porn star. So realistically, like if I wasn't with Lena, I probably would end up being with another porn star. And like every single fucking porn star out there has slept with, you know, a million fucking guys on camera. The only reason why Lena and I have had the kind of thing we have where she hasn't slept with anybody else in like almost 7 years is just because we kind of like got into the industry together, you know? And to be honest, I feel like I could be in a relationship with a girl who had fucked 50 guys on camera. That doesn't really, I'm not really the kind of person that would judge a girl massively by that. It would be kind of almost tempting to judge her just because I know that like my audience would be judging her by that standard. But at the end of the day, you know,
does that affect you?
I care about the fact that
does that affect you?
Slept together back in the day. It's fucking whatever. It's like this was back in the day. We were partying. It's nothing to me, and it doesn't change anything about the way I feel about her, and it doesn't change anything about the way I feel about him. You know?
Okay, so then I got to ask the question, right? Because so the theory I've realized, and hey, Adam, I'm gonna give you this advice. I don't even want when I'm done, you can react to it if you want to, but I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is no, there's no fucking angle to this. I believe about a quarter of what's happening with you and your organization, everything you got going on, that fucking Reddit is disgusting. When I go on there, all they do is try to get y'all to fight. Okay, it's like a gossip mob. You know, I was gonna start supporting my own Reddit, and then I realized, oh, this shit's gonna just try to lead to my own destruction. Fuck it. Discord is way better, but hey, that's up to you. The question I guess I wanted to ask is this, right? Because these are the things that when people want additional drama, they feed in. They're like, number one, did housephone tell you that he had sex with Lena before you took her serious?
Before what?
Okay, you start hanging out with Lena, or you hang out with her a couple times, twice. Y'all do whatever y'all do, but it's not nothing serious. You know, she's doing whatever the fuck she does. A couple months later, housephone hooks up with her, and then a couple months after that, you hook up back with her again, but now you're kind of feeling her a bit, right?
Right.
Does housephone kind of give you the one up to be like, yo, bro, like you do know I fucked her?
Yeah, actually, he did tell me on some regular shit, like almost like he was just kind of checking to see if I was going to be pissed about it, because even though me and her had only hung out a couple times at first, it was, you know, like people had seen us hanging out, and he kind of like, there was a vibe that we might have something going on, but we weren't really like, we just kind of stopped kicking it. So he definitely hit me up and told me about it just on some friend shit, you know?
Okay. Wait, all right. So you basically know, so there was no fucking secret then. I'm guessing people thought like you didn't know.
It wasn't a secret. It's just like, we never talked about it on camera, you know?
Did she also admit it? Like because I'm getting, yo, all these like Reddit people, this is what they're fucking saying, my nigga. They're like, yo, you find out later and you're in a fucking rage because your future wife slept with your employee, which, you know, in the context of maybe other organizations and other friendships and other real life situations, because you have the power over someone in a work environment, when you find out that they've maybe fucked the love of your life and the mother of your kids, maybe now you're then doing shit and acting a way to perhaps take out revenge or make yourself feel okay with the fact that he slept with your woman. So like people were telling me, oh well, somebody actually donated today, and they were like, oh yeah, Adam has been fucking every girl that has been associated with housephone.
That's not actually true. I've like joked around about it, or like there was one girl that I was trying to have on Plug Talk who's like an actual porn star that was kind of like a meme where we would like joke around about her. But I don't think any of the girls he's dated, like I could think of a bunch of girls he's dated. I don't think I ever had anything to do with any of them or like tried to or anything like that. I mean, that's mostly like a joke narrative on the podcast, to be totally honest.
Okay, so the bullshit they told me, oh, you didn't want to invite him to your house or to the baby shower or some other shit.
That's not true. Like, he was at my kid's first birthday party. There's a fucking vlog from it. He's in there like shotgun and White Claws and shit. And
White Claws, ew. Gotta do some Happy Dads, man.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not trying to like I understand that I'm not going to be able to stop the narrative of like, oh, Adam is like pissed off about Lena and housephone having this history or whatever, because I understand that to most people that would be like a really big deal. But all I'm going to say is like everything I ever did with housephone on camera, pretty much besides like, you know, the first year of podcasts on the channel, was after all this. So it's like, you know, I've been on tour with him. I've like, you know, I've done a million different things with this dude, and we've definitely had our difficulties and our issues, which honestly are probably like mostly about him just kind of like not showing up on the podcast and stuff. He was just kind of like not showing up randomly. But that honestly, like, that caused me like a million times more anger, just him like being kind of unprofessional about not coming to the show on time and shit. Versus the Lena thing. That was always whatever. It just kind of has grown into this like weird thing that people keep hinting at online as if it's going to be this like devastating blow to me. And in reality, it's like, I've been knowing about this. We just kind of, you know, at a certain point, you just stop talking about it, right? Because like if you and your boy, like if you were in the same situation, yeah, I'm sure at some point you would just kind of like we never had a conversation about like, yo, don't bring that up. But it just kind of became obvious as we got more serious that we're just not going to mention it, you know?
So just asking an obvious question. There was no fucking, like, you know, lingering feeling of I must have revenge or embarrass housephone because he fucked the mother of my child. That did not happen.
No, because to be honest, if I was mad at him, I would have probably retaliated back in like 2016 when it happened, not in 2023 when like, you know, it's a far distant memory, you know?
Damn, that's 2016. Yo, that's a long fucking time ago. God
no,
damn,
bro, that's downtown.
Jesus Christ. All right, cool. I guess the next thing I do want to ask you, so you know where we're getting this from, right? So, why do you have and you know, not to get into and maybe some of these things because we are live, you might not want to get into like, you know, like personal or like business wise shit, but why is your fucking employees talking about you and the mother of your child? Like, I seen some shit. They got like some, we played 2 clips. So we had your security guard on, right? And he said you made a joke about him.
Former security guard.
Okay. What's the deal there? What's going on? Because I met you with him. You told me, he was like, yo, this is 80s Brothers, my security. It's like, okay, this motherfucker's tall as hell. I was wondering, does he play a sport? Oh, shit, okay, maybe he's just a tall gangbanger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be real with you. Like, for the people who read the Reddit or the people who fucking pay attention to the gossip online, there has been so much shit said and done about the whole Kiki thing. And I've always stayed out of it. Like, I never once commented on his case. I never once
whoa.
What
case?
Well, I mean, everybody knows he has a case, and I'm not even going to describe what the case is.
No. He just came on here, and one of my chat dudes was like saying it was. Is it that case? Because they were saying some sensitive shit. Okay.
Yeah, I heard that case, or I mean, I heard all about it, and
You heard about it and fired him. Be honest.
Huh?
You heard about it and fired him.
Not exactly. Like the firing happened for other reasons, to be honest. But I've barely even talked about it online. Like I've pretty much like haven't said shit about him on the podcast ever. And then the other day we ended up having this extended.
Was he being a creep and no jumper, Adam? Let's be honest. Was he being a fucking creep?
No, not at no jumper. No, it was nothing like that.
Was he just not getting views?
It wasn't about that because like he was like a security guard and then he started like just doing some podcasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like, oh, you're not doing views. It was more just, to be totally honest, it was just kind of like unprofessional security stuff was the general gist of it. But again,
I get it. He's trying to get bitches while he's supposed to be guarding your back. I feel you. I've seen that before a lot of times. Don't you worry. You don't got to say it. I'll say it. I see that all the time. Hey, interestingly enough,
but listen, this is all I'm saying is I never have said anything about this situation, largely just out of respect for AD, that I don't want to make AD
are they really brothers
harder than it has to be by talking about his brother, right? But
are they really brothers?
I made this one joke on stream where I said something about No Jumper Sports tatted on my head. I didn't even say his name. It was just like a joke about the concept of getting a tattoo on my head, and he fucking lost it. So I'm not trying to like throw more fire on this or whatever, but
Adam, I would lose it too if I tattooed your brand on my side of my head and you're now joking about it when I get fired.
Well,
I tattooed your
to do that. I don't have a No Jumper tattoo.
Word?
Nobody does, I don't think. I mean, some fans do probably, but like, I mean, nobody in the office does that I know of. Maybe we should, honestly. That would probably be a good idea. But
what did you tell? No, Adam. You manipulate that nigga to get a No Jumper tattoo, then you clown him later, man. Come on,
bro. I found out about it on Instagram. It was not my idea. I had nothing to do with it.
You're lying.
I am absolutely not lying.
Oh, interesting. Anyway, so is that a conflict of interest? He's you said his stepbrothers with AD. You and AD seem to be pretty cool, bro. Like this seems like just it's kind of like trying to drive a wedge in between it. How do y'all try to maintain what the fuck y'all doing without kind of like crossing lines, I guess?
I mean, a lot of this shit is like shit that shouldn't even have to be said publicly or whatever. And obviously AD doesn't like to see me and Kiki fighting, but I'm sure he understands. And he also, AD's listening to this right now thinking, oh, Adam ain't saying nothing that he could be saying. So, I mean, whatever.
Oh, so there's worse. Oh, fuck. All right. Well, I don't know about that situation. Okay. You fired a couple niggas this week, man. You said housephone, it's not a firing, but he might just not come back.
I mean, that's really up to him. I gotta like talk to him at some point, but you know, he didn't show up last week for his live show, so I'm gonna assume I'm gonna take that at face value.
What about what about Porta Potty and Blastoise? What happened with them?
Who's Porta Potty?
Oh, Pot Lord. That's my bad. My bad, nigga. I don't, bro. Yo, Adam, you introduced too many people on camera, gang. Like, yo, okay, Porta. No, I mean Pot Lord, nigga. What the fuck did you? Why is his name Pot Lord?
I guess he smokes so much weed. He's the Lord of Pot. I don't know, but either
way, Lord of Pot. Okay, went over my head. Pot Lord. I don't smoke. Don't beef for me. Beef for Adam. Okay,
I'm going to this Super Bowl party in a moment, but I'll say Pot Lord was just like Housephone's friend that was kind of around. And he was always trying to like get on the podcast and do whatever. And we never really liked him on camera. So we told him that we didn't want him on camera anymore. And he fucking did the usual clout chaser shit and went on live stream for 8 hours talking about us. And
okay, we can move on.
Whatever. And Blasey is like a legendary, well, he's young, but he's like, this super, super talented clothing designer designer.
I was trying to do merch and people kept mentioning his name. He's really good.
Oh, he's amazing. Yeah, you should work with him. Tons of huge artists have done shit with him. But he was always co-host. Like he was basically the foundation of the Disconnected thing on Thursday with Housephone. So I think for him, it was kind of like as soon as Housephone wasn't showing up, he was over it, which is really like, I mean, that's definitely besides just the fact that me and Housephone have this fucking
It's called loyalty.
wedge between us. That's probably the worst thing that's come out of all this is just the relationship with Blasey getting fucked up because he's like unbelievable. So I mean, I probably sound like a total dick rider, but I do just got to show love to him because he's a fucking great guy.
Okay, that's loyalty shit. Hey, just because I've seen some people say it, and I agree with you because people really probably don't know the fucking like how actual business works. Allegedly, well, not allegedly. I seen the fucking clip. You said that one of them shows you canceling wasn't making no money or whatever the case is. Everybody thinks you're capping. Everybody thinks that there's like millions of dollars coming in for every show you got going on, which I'll just let you speak on it. But I think you would basically say you wasn't making money off a particular show and you were losing money.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. Like in terms of live streaming content, and I'm sure you know this. It's like,
of course I know this.
These days, this shit gets demonetized so bad. But I shouldn't even mention that in the conversation about disconnected because reality is like if it was losing money or it's like basically exactly the same as like most of the other podcasts on the channel where you don't really make shit off YouTube ads, but then the fucking if you get sponsors and shit that could make up for it. So I mean, I don't even want to put that narrative. I think I mentioned that, but that's more of like a blanket statement about where being a YouTuber is going as a business, where it used to kind of make sense for us to just be on live stream, just talking for hours and hours because you were getting more money off YouTube from it. But now the shit is all fucked up. So, I mean, it's kind of making us reconsider like doing everything live, and maybe we should start pre-recording more shit like we do for the interviews,
Yeah. Right now we're definitely in a clipping like what they call a meta or whatever the case is. All right, get it. Chat, any more questions? Because my man got to go to you got to go to the Super Bowl party. We're also about to get the fuck off here because I know we're probably gonna lose viewers just because niggas want to watch the Super Bowl. Ask me. I'll give y'all a minute to ask any questions.
The last thing I'm gonna say before I dip though is I just want to not apologize to my girl because I told her I think that me just hollering at you and just being real about it was probably the best way to get this shit out in the open. But like she is a mom. She is like to herself. She doesn't engage with any of this fucking drama. So I just want to acknowledge that I feel bad for the fact that she's got to have her fucking name wrapped up in this shit sometimes because she's just like in such a different place in her life with being a mom and just like enjoying herself that I feel bad that any of this fucking drama shit comes back to have anything to do with her because she's just like she's a really amazing person despite anything that might have ever been thrown out there,
And by the way, also, I felt like people were trying to just like send me off on a dummy mission, but I'm like, I've acknowledged it before. I say, yo, listen, I think one of the dopest things Adam has ever done. Me and him, we had a conversation. He vocalized that, hey, listen, certain things with his family. He, it's a protected thing. It's like I have a relationship with Vlad. I know certain things, or me and Vlad might talk about certain things that will never make it to air. And it's always important when you have, business relationships or people who you might consider associates or friends. You got to draw that line. So I was glad when you drew that line. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know when me and you were going at it for a while, I was trying to draw that line. I was trying to be like, yo, certain things I feel offended by, and I'm glad I know what you feel offended by. So, what I mean? It is what it is. People are going to talk. Hey, real quick. Sharp and Whack 100. I think Sharp was going at me. Big homie Whack 100 jumped in. Are you going to open the back up that my man Sharp could catch a fade with Whack 100? What's going on?
I mean, I'm going to do whatever Sharp wants to do, but I just, Sharp's my brother.
What about what Whack want to do, though? He got the Pyrus over there.
Yeah, but Sharp works for me, so I got to really like show him.
No, Sharp said he's not an employee now.
Try to keep the Pyrus at bay,
No, Sharp said he don't work for you. He said he's a what he said, he a partner or some shit.
No, I'm gonna be real with you though. Like we listen, we have the kind of arrangement where. I mean, I've never paid on-air talent like the way I pay Sharp. I'll put it that way. Like
you might have paid him more, but you still paid him like an employee.
Valuable to the company.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Does he have any ownership stake in No Jumper?
No.
Does he have any ownership stake in the Sharp Tank? Which means whatever comes in via revenue, endorsements, advertisement, it all get bust down because he's a owner of the show that he's on your platform with. Yes or no?
That content is currently appearing on the No Jumper channel, and Sharp for the rest of his life will make money off of that content.
So he has a revenue split like everybody else, which I've done with many companies before. He's still an employee. But yo, Adam, I've been trying to really educate people saying, yo, being an employee is just not a fucking bad thing, bro. You know what I mean? Like, there's people, and I'm not gonna get into how much you pay people or how much you don't. I know, there's people who, when I tell other people in the same industry what I pay, they're like, why do you pay that much? I hope those people don't walk out the door and be like, oh, I'm not no employee of Akademiks, I'm a boss. There's no shame in being an employee. Like,
yeah, because bro, like I started my whole fucking podcast operation from the ground up, whatever. But like with you and Spotify, I mean, it's very easy for me to see how that was a advantageous situation for you to get into, not having, getting all this upfront money, not having to deal with all this bullshit, and then you have like one of the
Adam,
biggest corporations
I'm a whole employee there, brother. Whole employee. You won't see me.
But that's what I'm saying is you basically have one of the biggest corporations in the world heavily invested in your success. So that is in and of itself, that's a really good thing. So, I mean, it's weird for people to be like talking about the employee thing because there's plenty of people that I would like to be a fucking employee for, even at this stage of my life. It's like there's nothing shameful about that at all.
Hey, by the way, I'm not trying to front my moves because we got some negotiations and talking going on. Some of these gambling companies are giving out 9-figure deals for content. You think that my fucking ego is going to say, nah, I don't want that. I want to be a boss. So I'm not. Hey, listen. Hey, at the end of the day, I've always said, I'm a boss over what I got, but I'm an employee over some other places. It's all good. All right, chat. We asked about Sharp. I know he got to go. The Super Bowl's going on. Any other thing? Yeah. We asked about Sharp. Anything else?
Nah, I got to I'm out. Appreciate you, dog.
No. Destiny. What's your relationship with Destiny? You actually put me on Destiny.
We're just friends, like he does content on the channel once in a while. We have a few debates lined up for him on the channel in the near future, so that's going to be wild.
And by the way, this is another thing too, which I think people might not know to the aspect of our relationship. Like, you've put me onto some of these who be like, yo, I had this guy on my platform. He's pretty good at debating or blah, blah, blah. You should sit with him. And I'll go watch the interview on your shit and be like, oh, okay, this person's reasonable. Shit, this person could probably, do some good content. So it is what it is. Hey,
I mean, I'm just like a Destiny mega fan. So the only reason why I said that was because I just actually, as a fan, would like to see you guys have a conversation. So hopefully that does happen.
No. Hey, would you host it? Well, I don't think we would have a debate.
Oh, I would host it. Yeah, because you were talking about him sucking dick and all this shit that one time.
No, I didn't say. No. I said it's impossible for people to take your advice on male and female dynamics completely serious when you admit to actually slurping down a cock. Like, that's just
have you seen his girl?
No, his girl is beautiful, but I heard he lets his girl fuck other niggas. Bro, like, people ain't gonna listen to that.
He's a freaky dude, just like me, but I don't go that freaky with it. But
yo, Adam, listen, and you a wild boy. I know the reason why they keep trying to mention it. Yo, Adam, would you ever let Lena? You will never let Lena do a scene with another guy over your dead body. I know why. Because as freaky as the fuck you are, that's the mother of your child, and that's your family. And y'all don't have to do it. Y'all not upstarts no more. Yeah, maybe the freaky day back in the past, but that's a dub. That's a fact, and we all know it. So again, people do take these things into consideration. That's why me and Destiny would have a good conversation because, I think most people, if they had leverage, they wouldn't be doing what he was doing. And not that that's my only point of conversation with him, because I do think he has some great points, but we'll figure it out. Hey, last question. Is Sharp on a 1099 or a W-2?
I don't do the accounting, so I have no idea.
Love it. Peace, brother. Oh, man. Yo, Sharp, we'll cut your whole lunch break, nigga. You keep fucking around, boy. Oh, man. Holy chat. Now I gotta go do some little content and shit like that, man. Like, bro, yo, our views drop. Everybody's watching the Super Bowl. Nobody gives a fuck about us, man. Like, let me see what's going on. Like, our views like his ass right now. Yeah, we only got 10,000 people on like YouTube no more. We only got 3,000 people on Twitch. I mean, we got 12,000, I guess, but shit. Two things. Go do this, man. First of all, everybody, I don't know if y'all check this out at djakademicstv.com. Some bets real quick. No bullshit. Here we go. Wait, did I put it on the wrong thing? And after this, we gonna watch the Drake shit. Chat. What the fuck? Why can't I see it now? Here we go. Bang. All right, chat. Yo, salute to Prize Picks, man. That's gang. They said, "Act, we don't want to see you get hit over the head with a Henny bottle. We know you like to make some picks. You nice for the picks and everything." I say, "Yo, if I could do it in my chat, I'll do it." So chat, I got some money in. Only putting 1,000 so far. I'm about to put in like 30 grand in there. Yo, 1 year? Oh my God. I can't remember what year it was. I deposited like 30 grand into, I won't say, fuck that app. And I lost every fucking bet, my nigga. I swear, I lost every bet. But anyway, new Super Bowl. We back on it again. Prize Picks, here we go. If you guys never use Prize Picks, it's just like prizepicks.com. They got an app too. You might have to go check out if it's like available wherever you can. You know what I mean? Full disclosure, they did give me a ban free, so this first ban is free. But you know me, I'm a ban can't, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to win like $1 million. Like that's the type of thing I am, because I'm trying to buy Blueface house in 2 days. So a ban I can't do with that. So I'm about to throw in like 30 grand in here. And here's the dope thing about this shit, right? No cap. The way it's done, it's not like gambling or whatever, right? So it's like fantasy picks. So if y'all niggas play fantasy football, I used to play. Well, I still do. I get my ass whipped every time because like I don't keep up with the waiver wires. But essentially, it's like a game by game thing. Like, for example, today's the Super Bowl. What you could do is pick two players. Like, for example, these are the two quarterbacks, right? And I want you to help me out. So once you pick, you got to pick two players. No matter which two players, you could do it for basketball too. You pick two players, and it becomes mad simple. They give you kind of like a line almost, which is like this. They said 238.5 passing yards. You got to pick, do you think that Jalen Hurts, which is a quarterback for the Eagles, is going to throw more or less than these passing yards? Which I think. I'm going to get to the DDG tweet. Trust me. Say she said they try to snatch up Ice Spicy. No, yo, there's mad thirsty things. We're going to get to that too, bro. Somebody says gambling. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. Technically, this is not gambling. They call it fantasy. I don't know what the difference is, but apparently because it's not like picking. You actually can't bet on if the Eagles are going to win. This is just player props almost. It's kind of it's fantasy where you're picking players to do better than other players. I don't know what the fuck. Okay. Jalen Hurts, 238 yards versus Super Bowl. Niggas got to go crazy. Plus, niggas is dick riding Philadelphia. Gillian Wallow's down there. Gilly already told me he going streaking on the field if the Eagles win. You know what I mean? Eagles ain't have a win since like Donovan McNabb or some shit like that, like Terrell Owens. I can't remember the last time they won. So I'm thinking the Eagles are going to win. And if they're going to win, Jalen Hurts got to go crazy. So I say more. Patrick Mahomes, everybody said like he's the best quarterback since Peyton Manning, at least in the regular season. They say he's so smart, he's so this, he's so whatever. And I ain't gonna lie to you, you can't rule out a nigga that's mixed. If you start looking around like all these like entertainment shit, the best rapper is mixed. You know, he one of the best football players, he's mixed. Most of these motherfuckers who, like, if Tiger Woods was the best golfer, mixed. Anytime somebody's mixed, I usually give it to them, bro. So 285, what y'all thinking? I'm keeping it a bean. Eagles won. Bro, relax. I don't know who won what. Yo, get to the fucking point. We ain't gonna have this on the screen the whole day, man. Is Mahomes going below or over the gang? Is Mahomes going above 285 or under? If he go under, they're losing. You know what? Yo, is the Eagles defense good? Niggas always choking in the what's it called? You say under? I see a lot of over, bro. I'm saying less. I bet. So apparently, like, if I win, it's gonna pay me like 3.5 times my bet. I don't know. Let me put up like $300 type shit. Put up 300. So if I put up 300, I win 1,000. All right, bet. I just submitted that shit real quick. You feel me? All right, perfect. Okay, cool. Let me go to the running. I don't know too much about these other niggas, the running backs and shit. I heard Jalen Hurts is like Michael Vick, right? So if I got this nigga on, right? Yo, let me get on Discord real quick before I get to this shit. Yo, I need like a football, like one of y'all like top flight football niggas to help me out, bro. I'm trying to win some bread. All this money's gonna go to buy Blueface house. I kid you not. Yo, and boom, get up in here too, nigga. And I need one of y'all football niggas in here to tell me what it is. Somebody said it's hard to go on two sports. And he said somebody said you're gonna lose. It's no way he's going under. It's 285, dog. Does this nigga throw for 400 yards?
Yo, I could have made the NFL, right, gang? I know all the football shit.
All right, AJ, I need some picks, gang. Come on, help me out.
Act, man, got you right now, man. I'm gonna tell you the locks right now, Act.
You got the locks.
Got the locks, bro.
All right, best say less. Come on. All right. So what about receivers? Like, who's the dopest receiver?
My nigga AJ Brown, nasty.
Is he good? Good.
That nigga, bro. His first name AJ, bro. I just tell you all right there, nigga. Telling you, bro. That nigga nasty, bro.
What about Juju Schuster?
That nigga's a bum.
He's a bum?
Since AB left, as my nigga AB said, bro, he ain't shit without me.
Yo, wasn't the Juju nigga always like on social media and shit like that? It was acting like he was OBJ.
Dancer, nigga.
He's what?
He's a TikToker.
Oh, so he's not good like that though.
Bro, nigga's good at dancing off the court, off the field.
All right. So AJ Brown, plus him. I think it's a plus. Do you think both of them will get 113 yards combined?
AJ Brown and Juju?
Yeah. You add their shit together.
Nigga,
AJ gonna carry it, bro. AJ going off. AJ Brown going off.
Juju ain't doing shit, bro. Like, no need to combine them niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yo.
Act, that's like saying right now, yo, Act. AJ Brown and Big AJ combined. Like, come on, bro. I'm not even playing in the game.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? That?
Yo. Who's Miles Sanders? He's good?
Man among boys on that court.
Bro, that nigga cool, but he's a bum. Fuck that nigga, bro.
Miles Sanders is trash?
Bro, I had a nigga on my fantasy team last year, bro. Nigga didn't score one touchdown the whole year, bro.
What about my boy Travis Kelce, though? Kelce.
Nah, yeah, he's
Travis
good.
Kelce ballot. Travis Kelce ballot.
Okay, should I go him over 77 yards or no?
Yeah, that's
I would go him to score a touchdown. Him to score a touchdown.
Him to score a touchdown. But what about the yards? What about the yards? What about the yards?
Scoring. I don't know about yards, bro. Nigga be having 5 touchdowns, 2 yards.
Nah,
be crazy, bro. I promise you.
So maybe I should go under then. Under?
It's too risky, man. That's a gamble. You know what I'm saying?
Kelce is the best receiver on the Chiefs, so that's who Patrick Mahomes is going to lean on.
Wait.
Yes, but
hold on. AJ Brown by himself at 69.5. So 70 yards to AJ Brown.
Yeah,
I'll take
AJ
that.
Brown to him. That's the difference.
Yeah, all right. So are we thinking that AJ Brown is easily going to get at least like maybe 100?
Yo, I'm looking at AJ Brown to get a hat trick tonight.
What that mean?
He's going to get 3 touchdowns.
All right, how much money should I put on this game? I'm about to put 200. This I can win 6.
Why you don't parlay? Why you don't add a bigger parlay?
Well, I could do another one?
Yeah, you can add as much as you want. 20, 30, 100.
Really?
You could add mad shit, nigga.
Oh shit!
And Prize Pick has this special thing that most people don't, where you could do if everything hit besides one, you still get paid.
Wait, what about Juju Schuster? Like he got to get 35
That
yards.
nigga's a bum, bro.
What do you mean he's a bum? Bro, he's a star.
Yo, bro, if they had how many TikTok dances he'd do, that we bet the over on that. Bro, niggas only good at doing TikTok, bro.
You're lying.
Telling you, bro.
All right, tell me some of the nice niggas who gonna do some shit, bro. Like we dealing with receiving yards right now. We in receiving yards.
Now, let me go look real quick, man. Let me let you.
All right, hold on. All right, let's just go over or under. Miles Sanders, that's the running back. Will he get over 5 receiving yards or not? Usually, sometimes if niggas can't pass upfield, they're dumping it off to
They got a catching running back over there at Philly. You know what I'm saying? He's not the catching one.
Oh, he's not the catching one.
Nah, they had somebody. They had like I forgot the other nigga name, but they have a third down back that do the catching.
Shit. All right, hold on. I ain't gonna put 200 on this. I'm gonna put let me just put six. I'm gonna put $60 on this. Keep it humble. Yo, let's go to the touchdowns, man. Oh, they say I can't pick the same player twice. All right, let me just get.
You could add it. Yeah, you can. You could add the touchdowns on this one too.
Oh, really? All right, let me get Juju out of here, man. Is he that bad, gang?
Bro, niggas suck, bro.
Jalen Hurts over or under 1.5 touchdowns.
Over.
So you're gonna get 2 passing touchdowns.
You think that nigga's scoring 2 touchdowns? You think he's scoring 2 touchdowns?
Passing touchdowns.
He's gonna get a running touchdown and a passing touchdown.
I don't know, man. I take Mahomes 2 touchdowns. Two touchdowns. I think he threw 2 touchdowns, bro.
Hey, you know the Eagles got the best defense though. They
but that nigga is gonna be throwing it. You know what I'm
saying? Or should I just go to Mahomes? I go to Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. That both of them combined have 4.
I'll say that, but at the same time, man, Patrick Mahomes injured.
How he injured, nigga? He played.
Nigga got a fucked up ankle.
His ankle, yeah.
Nigga, they probably injected that shit with some steroids.
And you think about this, yo, Mahomes got a fucked up ankle. You're playing against a defense that got the most amount of sacks that killed 3 quarterbacks against the 49ers.
What you mean killed,
the week before?
Bro,
what the fuck you think they're gonna do to Patrick Mahomes?
Niggas in one game.
Oh, I thought you meant some like DeMar Hamlin shit. I'm like, what?
Bro, the Eagles, it was so bad. The 49ers had a running back playing quarterback. They had to go through 4 quarterbacks. That's how bad the defense is.
All right, we gotta pick one, bro. Come on. Gang, what we doing?
Man, my nigga Mahomes throwing 2 touchdowns, bro. 3 touchdowns. Bro.
Yeah, Mahomes gonna get a touchdown. They're gonna put a rabbit out his ass before you get hurt.
But here's the thing, though. It's over or under, so he got to throw 3. So
yeah, he's gonna throw 3, nigga. You gonna at least break even. You know what I'm saying,
nigga? But you don't think Jalen Hurts don't want?
Nah. Jalen Hurts gonna throw a touchdown.
Nigga, I'm going this, bro.
He gonna throw one, and he gonna get a running.
Yeah, running team, bro. You never know when.
I'm doing this right here, boy. Let me see this. All right. Anyway. All right. Yo, by the way, chat. The game is in like 2 hours. We still cooling. Yo, I'm gonna come back to this shit. You feel me? Blueface. I just gave you a fucking idea.
Just went back on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Blueface. I just showed you how to get way more money.
Get DDG in the VC?
You said what? Listen from the stream. Or just listen from the stream, please. Adam, what up, bro?
What's up, G? How you doing?
Yo, I'm good, man.